my name's Pina Hemanover, and we are going to get started with a little gentle vinyasa, just going through some sun salutations after we get warmed up. So we're going to start out slow, and hopefully towards the middle we'll be getting to do some a little bit more strength postures and feeling a little more warmed up and strong. So let's get started in our child's pose. Starting out with your child's pose with your hips back towards your heels, arms reaching up front. Arms could be reaching out up front, or maybe you want them down by your hips. I like to have mine all the way out front. Just taking a few moments here to center yourself on your mat. Taking deep breaths. And slowly forgetting about anything you have going on during your day. Forget about any to-do lists, any chores, any planning. Just focusing on you on your mat. Deep breaths. Try to lengthen your inhale and your exhale. From here on, just slowly start reaching your arms up as far as you can to the top of the mat. Stretching them up as far as you can. Stretching so far so that the elbows come up off the floor. But your hips are still back by your heels. On the exhale, relax the arms. Gently walk them over to the right. Slowly walking them over to the right side. Stretching as far as you can to the right. Head relaxed. And relaxing down, walking back onto the mat. And then over to the other side. Reaching both arms over, really reach. So you open up down the side of the body, opening up the rib cage. You get a bend through the spine. Deep breaths. On the exhale, relax the arms, walk them back onto the mat. Slowly inhale, coming up to hands and knees. Setting up into your tabletop, we're going to warm up the spine a little bit more. So in your tabletop, we're going to move through cat and cow pose. Slowly exhale as you round your back, tuck your tailbone under, let your head hang. Inhale as you come into cow pose. Belly sags to the floor, sit bones lift, gaze comes forward, and then turn to the side so you can see this motion a little bit better. Exhaling as you round. And inhale, cow pose. Tilt your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Push your hands into the floor. And then one more round of each pose. Arching your back, pull your belly in towards your spine. Really push up towards the ceiling. And then switch one more time, cow pose. Deep breath in. And gently move to a neutral spine, somewhere in between those two poses. Whichever is most comfortable for you. And extend our right leg long behind. Slowly reaching that right leg as long as you can behind you. And when you're ready, opposite left arm is going to reach forward, looking straight down at the floor. Head is in line with your neck and spine. Keep breathing, you're extending long. Looking straight down at the floor. Pushing the floor away from you with that right hand. On the exhale, you're going to bring it back to the mat. Switching sides, extend the left leg long behind. You ready? Opposite right arm reaching forward, looking straight down at the floor, head is in line with the neck and spine. Reach as long as you can. On your next exhale, bring your limbs back to the mat. We're going to set up into our down dog. So gently tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Relaxing the back of the head. And since we're just getting started now, take some time to stretch it out, going back and forth, loosening up the back of the legs, pedaling the feet. Keep your belly pulled in, tailbone tilting up towards the ceiling, fingers are spread wide on the mat, let your head hang. And from here, going to slowly shift into plank pose. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. You can modify your plank pose by bringing the knees to the floor. And we're going back to down dog. On the exhale, lift the hips, extending back. We're going to do a few more of these, moving with our breath. Inhale, plank. And back to down dog on the exhale. Try to keep your hands and your feet in the same spot. Inhale, plank pose. So in your plank pose, your wrists are underneath your shoulders, your belly's pulled in, legs are extended. Keep your hands and your feet here as you exhale back to down dog, but don't move your hands and your feet. Deep breath one more time. Inhale, plank pose. This time we're going to lower down. So as you lower, you can take the knees down first. Keep your elbows in next to the body, coming all the way down. Elbows bend back towards the hips. You're skimming the rib cage. Come all the way into your stomach. Tops of the feet are going to flip to the floor. Inhale slowly. We're going to do 3 cobra poses. So slowly coming up. Only going as far as comfortable for you. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, slowly coming up again. Maybe you're going a little bit farther. Shoulders are pulling down from the ears. Elbows back, exhale, lower. One more cobra pose. Inhale, slowly coming up. Shoulders down and back, elbows back, pushing into the floor with your hands. Tops of feet are still on the floor. Exhale, we're going to lower back down. Bring your chin back to the floor. Inhale the hands and knees, or you can tuck the toes and push to plank pose. And back to your down dog. So at any point in a down dog, you could also take your child's pose if you want to rest in child's pose instead of your down dog. You're going to pedal your feet out a little bit in that down dog a little bit more. We're going to stretch the back of the legs a little bit, open up the hips. Gently bring your right leg in the air in your down dog. Lifting your right leg high. Keep your belly pulled in. Now if you want, you can open up that right hip. Maybe you're extending through the back of the left leg. Maybe the left heel comes closer to the floor. You can also keep that right hip closed. With the hips pointing straight down, wherever's comfortable for you. With the exhale, bring your right foot back to the mat. We're going to switch sides. Belly's pull in, lift the left leg into the air, extend it long, reach it back. You can keep the hip pointed straight down. We're going to try opening that left hip. Bring your left hip higher than the right hip. Your left leg could be straight or bent. Keep breathing. Belly's pull in. Maybe you're extending through the back of the right leg and your right heel comes closer to the floor. And then slowly bring your left foot back to the mat. Looking up at the hands, walk or step the feet all the way up to the top of the mat. We're coming into our standing forward fold. Relax the head and the neck. Belly's pulled in. And you can just hang here. Your hands don't have to touch the floor. You can have a bend in the knees. You can bring your hands to the crooks of the elbows. We're just letting gravity pull us down right now. You can sway side to side. Getting more movement through the spine. And slowly put a little bend in the knees if you haven't already. Pull your belly in. We're going to roll on up. Slowly coming up to the top. All the way up. And roll the shoulders up and back. Big circles all the way around. Open up the shoulders. Good. Coming up to the top of the mat. Bringing your feet together or as close as comfortable for you. We're going to do a couple sun salutations. Scar A, Scar B. 2 of each. Starting with that mountain pose, belly's pulled in, tailbone tucked under, arms alongside, take a deep breath in, bringing the arms all the way out and up. Palms, let's look up, reach up, lengthen, exhale, hinge at the hips and swan dive all the way down, coming into your standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway up, lengthen the spine. We're going to move through this first one slowly. Exhale, hands to the floor, walk, step, or lightly hop to plank. Exhaling as you lower. You can take the knees down first. Inhale, cobra or up dog. So your cobra pose, thighs are on the floor, up dog, thighs are off the floor. We're going back to down dog or child's pose. Whichever resting pose you'd like to be in. Taking deep breaths. You can still pedal your feet out in your down dog. Belly's pulling, let your head relax, find your focal point. And if you're in child's pose, come back to down dog. From down dog, look up at your hands, walk, step, or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Flat back, inhale, lengthening the spine. Hands can connect to the legs. On the floor, but keep the spine straight. Exhale, standing forward fold. Going over the reverse swan dive, same way we came down. Arms out wide, belly's pulling, reach out wide and all the way up. Palms touch, look up, reach up. Maybe take a little lean back if that's comfortable for you. Inhale, center. We're going right back into it. Exhale, swan dive down. Open up the chest. All the way in here, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the floor. Walk, step, or hop to plank. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Good, exhale, back to your resting pose. Down dog or child's pose. Deep breaths. Find that quietness in the mind. You can still pedal those feet if you're in down dog, tailbone sloping up towards the ceiling. Your child's pose, come back up to down dog. From our down dog, look up at the hands, walk, step, or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Flat back, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, standing forward fold. Reverse swan dive, arms out wide, belly's pulling flat back all the way up. Palms touch, look over, reach up. Maybe take a little lean back if that's comfortable for your spine. Inhale back to center. Let's bring our hands straight down to the heart center. Take a few deep breaths. We're going to move into a Siddhanascara B, starting with chair pose. We're going to try and get low. Moving through this first round slowly, bend down, reach low if you can. Coming into chair pose, inhale, arms up, tuck your tailbone, long spine. If your feet are together, squeeze your knees together. If you want to relax the shoulders, keep your hands at your heart center. Keep breathing. We're moving through this first round really slowly. Holding each pose a little bit longer. On your exhale, slowly go into that standing forward fold. Head down, hips up, relax the back of the head. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Hands connect to the floor or the legs. You can even bend the knees. You want a nice, straight spine. You have it slanted, knees can be bent, straight. You don't want to round. This is not where you want to be. Straighten the spine. From here, we're going to go into plank pose. Hands to the floor. Keep that nice flat back. Bend your knees. Get your hands to the floor. Giant step back with your right foot. Giant step back with your left. Plank pose. Hold it here. Belly's pulled in. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Keep breathing. From here, we're going to lower down slowly. You can take the knees down first, or lower down. You can hover halfway and chaturanga. Going into cobra or up dog. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Get that bend through the spine. Tops of the feet on the floor. Shoulders back. Keep breathing. Hold it here. We're going to go back to our down dog. So you can transition through hands and knees. You go from your up dog to your down dog. Maybe you want to add a little yoga push-up in between, whatever's most comfortable for you. Deep breath. We're moving slowly. The next round, we're going to pick up the pace. So our down dog, look up at the hands. Step your right foot up by your right hand. Moving into warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Back foot pivots down to the floor. When you're ready, arms reach up. Keep breathing, sinking into that right leg. See if you can get the hips to square to the front of the mat. Tuck your tailbone. Back foot is pushing down to the floor. Arms are reaching, but shoulder blades slide down the spine. Belly's pulled in. And exhale, hands to the mat. Step that right foot back, plank pose. Hold it here because we're moving slowly. can modify your plank pose by bringing the knees to the floor. And on the exhale, lower down. You can hover halfway, or you can bring the knees down, then adjust the chin. Inhale, cobra up dog, hold it here. Keep breathing. And back to your down dog. Deep breaths. We got a warrior one on the other side. From down dog, look up at the hand, step your left foot. All the way up by your left hand, pivot the back, right foot down behind you. When you're ready, get your balance. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Relax the shoulders. Bellies pull in, bending into your left leg. Push the outer edge of your right foot to the floor. Tuck your tailbone slightly. Keep breathing. Find a spot to stare at. And exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back, plank pose, but hold it here. Keep breathing. Once again, you can modify with your knees on the floor. And on your exhale, lower slowly. Inhale, cobra up dog, fold it here. Little back bend. Keep breathing. Shoulders are down from yours. You're not shrugged up like this, pull them down. And exhale, back to down dog. Down dog or child's pose, this is your resting pose. Deep breaths. Bellies pulled in your down dog. Fingers spread wide. Palms flat on the mat. And if you're in your child's pose, come back to down dog. From your down dog, look up at the hands, walk separate, lightly hop to the top of the mat. Flat back inhale. Exhale, standing forward fold. Chair pose, bend the knees. Lower the hips, hands to the heart center or all the way up, your choice. Tuck your tailbone, we're going to hold it here. Keep breathing, stay calm. Tuck that tailbone, you want a long spine. Unload the low back. Make sure you can see the toes. Finding that focal point, maybe sink a little bit lower. Arms are actively reaching, but shoulder blades are sliding down the spine. We're going to stand all the way up with an inhale. Straighten the arms, reach up. And exhale, hands down by the hips. Whew. We're going to do one more round, moving with our breath a little bit faster. So, starting with that chair pose. Bend down, reach low. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump back to plank pose. Lowering down on the exhale. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Warrior one on the right side, right foot steps up. Back foot to the floor. Inhale, arms reach up, sink your hips low, relax shoulder blades. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back, plank pose, lower down with strength, resisting gravity. Inhale, cobra up dog. And exhale, back to down dog. Warrior one on the other side, left foot stepping up by the left hand, pivot that back, right foot down. Inhale, strong legs, arms reach. Exhale, right back down. Plank pose, step it back, lower down. Inhale, cobra up dog, deep breath in. And back to your resting pose. Down dog or child's pose, your choice. Woo. Hopefully feeling a little more warmed up now. Slow the breathing if it's gotten choppy. Take those deep breaths. If you're in child's pose, and back to down dog. From your down dog, look up at your hands. Walk separate, lightly hop to the top of the mat. Flat back inhale. Exhale, standing forward fold. Chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips. Arms reach up. And standing all the way up. Straighten the arms and the legs. Hands to your hips. Ooh, good. Roll the shoulders up and back. Hands to your heart center, deep breath in. Relax the shoulders. Moving into your tree pose, you're going to stand on your right leg. Bringing your left leg up. Perhaps it's going to be at the bottom. A little kickstand. Maybe you're going to move it up slowly. You're going to reach down and help it up if you'd like. Standing up tall. Try again, reaching towards the ceiling. And if you want, you could add the arms around your tree however you'd like. So maybe you want to take them out wide. Maybe you want to go up. Maybe cactus arms. We're going to do some cactus arms today. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, open up across the chest. Find that focal point, opening up that left knee. Keep your eyes fixed on one spot. The more you look around the room, the more unbalanced you can become. Soften the gaze. Remember, bring your hands back to your heart center as you exhale. And slowly bring your foot to the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Switching sides. Standing on your left leg. And we're doing tree on the other side. So maybe the foot stays on the floor. Maybe bring it up slowly. Once again, you reach down, help it up if you'd like. Opening up the hip, open up the knee. Stand up tall, belly's pulled in. Find that one focal point, that one spot. And when you're ready, if you want, you can take the arms out, up. Going back to those cactus arms, this feels really good. With my shoulders opening up, my chest. Keep breathing. Standing up tall. Still taking those deep breaths. And on the exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center if you have them extended. And slowly lower your foot to the floor. A deep breath in. Relax the shoulders. We're going to do another balance pose, but moving into a little bit more flow with it. So we're standing back on our right leg. This time pick the left leg up off the floor, left foot up off the floor, bending your left knee. And you can take your left hand to your left knee, right hand to the right hip, or if you have a toe hold, take your two peace fingers, grabbing that big toe and extend it out long. That right leg is engaged, thighs engaged, glutes engaged. Leg in the air can be bent, so if you're working on this toe hold, the leg in the air can be bent. Find that focal point, belly's pulled in. Pull that left hip back into socket. Both hips are level here, even if you have the knee. Not pulling one side up. We're going to open it up to the side. Open it up to the left. Hips stay level. So we're not bringing one side up. It's not cheerleader style here. We have hips level, opening up the hip. Once again, you can have the knee opening up from the hip still by pulling the knee. You can also be working on this pose with a bent leg in the air. We're going to go back to the center. Keep breathing. This time we're going to let go of the knee or the foot. If you have a hold of the knee, extend that leg out in front. Both hands on your hips, standing up tall, belly's pulled in, not leaning back, don't use leverage. Whew. And maybe point the toes. Lift a little higher. And we're swinging all the way through. Slow and controlled, you're going to keep bending forward, all the way down, slow and controlled, hands to the floor. Left leg is still in the air, we're going to move into a standing splits, lifting that left leg up as high as you'd like. Relax the back of the head so you're staying at your right leg on the back of the mat. Keep breathing. We're going to be here for a little bit longer. So if you want, you could work on your balance or flexibility. Maybe you're going to make a triangle with your hands a little smaller, bring them closer to your foot. Maybe take your right hand to your right ankle, lining up your forearm and your calf, holding your right chest towards your right thigh. Keep breathing. If you have your hand off the floor, bring it back to the mat. Slowly lower your left foot down to the floor. Both feet together, top of the mat. Relaxing your standing forward fold. Deep breaths. You can wobble the legs back and forth. Soften the knees, pull the belly in, and roll on up. Coming all the way to the top. Roll your shoulders up and back. Hands to your heart center, deep breath in. Relax the shoulders. Switching sides. Stay on your left leg, bring that right knee straight up in front. Get your balance, find your focal point. Right hand to right knee, left hand to left hip. Or take those 2 peace fingers. Grab the big toe, extend it out. Belly's pull in, keep the hips level. Pull that right hip back into place. Keep breathing. We're going to open up out to the side. Open up. Keep breathing. And our standing leg is engaged. Hip. Right here. Glute. Thigh. That whole part is active. Opening up from the hip. You can have the knee. Keep breathing. Standing up tall. Hips are level. Chest is open. You're taking that right leg back to the center. If you have a hold of the knee, let go of the knee, let go of the foot. Extend that right leg all the way up. Point your toes, hands to the hips. Keep the hips level. Keep breathing. Find that spot to stare at. Belly's full, chest lifted. Don't lean back. And lift a little higher. Good, we're swinging through. Try not to touch the floor. See if you can swing it through without touching that right foot to the floor. As you lean forward, the back leg comes up. Both hips stay in the plane. Don't roll over or roll open. Keep your hips pointed down. Hands slowly to the floor. Good. Gently lifting that right leg up into the air as high as you'd like. Standing splits. Once again, hands can be on the floor. Relax your head. Stare at your left leg to the back of the mat. Deep breaths. Belly's pulled in. If you want, you can work on your flexibility, your balance. I'm going to be here for a little bit longer. Figure out where you want to go, somewhere between too much and not enough. Holding here, taking deep breaths. And if you have your hand off the floor, bring it back to the mat. Slowly take your right foot all the way down. Both feet together, top of the mat. Standing forward, fold, relax your head. You can wobble the legs. Belly's pulled in, bend slightly in the knees. We're going to roll back up. Way all the way to the top. Hands by your sides. Inhale, take the mountain up. Deep breath in. Exhale, swan dive down. Opening all the way down to that standing forward fold again. Relax your head and your neck. Inhale, flat back, halfway up. Lengthening the spine. Exhale, hands to the floor, walk, step. Or lightly hop to plank pose. Hold it here. We're going to take it into our side plank. Right hand to the center. Right knee can come to the floor. Or keep both legs straight. Lift the left arm. Reach it up towards the ceiling. Stack the shoulders. Stack the hips. Keep breathing. And take the left hand back to the mat. Center plank your hands and knees. Let's switch sides. Left hand to the center. Left knee could come to the floor. Right arm is going to reach up, stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Lift the hips away from the floor. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. And then slowly bring it back to the mat. Center plank your hands and knees. And then slowly lower all the way down. You can take the knees down first. Come all the way down to the mat. Tops of feet on the floor. We're going to move into a low cobra. So in your low cobra, you're going to bring your head up, chest up. You keep the rib cage on the floor. Maybe you bring your feet up off the floor. Maybe bring the hands up off the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep breathing. We're going to hold it here. We're going to take our arms, bring them out wide. Big T arms, airplane arms. Keep breathing. And on the exhale, bring everything down. Take your arms up to the top of the mat. Resting in your crocodile pose, forearms parallel to the top of the mat, forehead on your forearms. Relax the body. Taking deep breaths. And on your next inhale, bring your head up off the floor. Place your hands back underneath the shoulders. Palms down. We're going to push to our hands and knees. And then coming to a seated So you can cross your leg behind you, you can move to the same side. However you want to get all the way back to a seated position. Extend your legs out in front. Maybe remove the flesh away from your sit bones. Toes pointed up, arms alongside. Inhale, take your arms out and up. And exhale, the long spine over the legs. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears, wherever the hands come to, on the feet, the ankles, the legs, maybe the floor. So you can relax them away from the ears. So you're not scrunching your shoulders up by your ears just to touch your feet. Get them to relax down. You're pulling the belly in, creating space to come forward, hinging from the hips. Relaxing the back of the neck. Then inhale, you're gonna roll on up. Do it one more time. Inhale, arms out and up. And exhale, the long spine over the legs. As if you're hinging from the hips, you're going to lay your stomach and your chest on your thighs, the crown of your head reaching towards your feet. Toes are pointed up. Shoulders relax away from the ears. You're going to slowly inhale as you roll on up. Good, and coming to the center of the mat, bend the knees. Feet are on the floor. Sitting up tall, hang on to the backs of the thighs. We're moving to boat pose, tiptoe the feet back. Long spine, chest is lifted, hang on to the backs of the thighs. Tiptoe the feet back so that you balance on your sit bones. When you're ready, the feet are coming off the floor. Try to get your shins parallel to the floor. Long spine, collarbone reaching towards the ceiling. You can hang on to your legs, you can let them go. You can keep your knees bent or straighten the legs. Holding here. Keep breathing. Good, we're going to take the feet back to the floor. Open up the knees, take them out wide, soles of the feet together. Coming into cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana. Sitting up tall, pull the feet in. And we're going to do this one with a rounded back. So drop the chin and we're going to round the head all the way down towards the feet. If you want, your elbows can be in, or you can take them out to push against the legs. I like to pretend that my feet are a book. As if I was going to open up the book, open up my feet and read words on the bottom. This helps get a deep opening through the hips. It's rotating from the hips and using my elbows out. Really good stretching my hips. Relax the head still. Bellies pull in. Anytime you're bending forward, you want to keep that stomach pulled in to support your spine. Inhale as you slowly roll up. You're going to slide the feet out a little bit further. So now we're going to bring out further so they're in a diamond shape. So my feet are away from me, they're shaped like a diamond. This one we're going to do with them flat back, long spine. Sit up tall and exhale as you come forward as if your chest was going to hit the floor first and your chin would come out way past your feet. You can have your elbows in, you can take them out, you can even bring them underneath your legs. Maybe get a little bit more leverage. Keep that stomach pulled in and exhale. When you get to the part where you feel like you're going to round, stop there. Then you can relax the neck, letting your neck be long. Keep breathing. And slowly inhale as you tip up. Undo the arms if they're under the legs. Sitting up tall. Bring your hands underneath your knees, guide your knees together. Make sure you're at the center of the mat if you're not already. I'm going to slowly roll down. Coming all the way down onto the mat. I'm going to turn to the side. So coming all the way down onto the mat. Your feet are on the floor, knees are bent towards the ceiling. Bring the feet about hip distance apart, hands down by the hips, palms facing down. Maybe you're able to touch the backs of your heels with your fingertips. You're looking straight up at the ceiling. Moving into bridge pose with an inhale, lift the hips slowly up towards the ceiling. You don't want to look around, so keep looking straight up at the ceiling. You have extra weight around your neck and your shoulders, so you want to keep your neck straight. I'll give you some options here. If you want, you can stay right here. You can walk the shoulders underneath you and releasing your fingers on the floor underneath your hips. This might help lift the hips higher. If you have those shoulder blades underneath you, see if you can lift them off the floor, creating some space. Keep breathing. Still looking straight up at the ceiling. If You have your shoulder blades underneath you, walk them out slowly. Unlace the fingers if your fingers are unlaced. Everybody bring your back down slowly to the floor, vertebrae at a time. Maybe even tucking your tailbone slightly. Get each vertebrae in your low back down on the mat. When you get all the way down your low back, push your tailbone into the floor, bring your thighs into your chest for a low back stretch. Maybe rocking side to side, arms wrapped around the shins or the backs of the thighs. On your next inhale, bring your head up to your knees. Knees to your head, curl yourself into a little ball, give yourself a big hug. And exhale as you bring your head back to the mat. Slowly moving into happy baby pose, bring the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, grabbing your big toes to the sides of the feet. Take the knees out wider than the torso. Try to take the feet out wide so that the ankles are above the knees. Head is still on the floor looking straight up at the ceiling. You can use the weight of the arms or maybe actively pull down as if you're going to get the knees to touch the floor on each side of the body. From here we're going to move into a wide-legged V. So you can straighten one leg at a time or both. Hanging onto your big toes, sides of the feet, ankles. Legs are going to straighten the legs so you can hang onto the inner thighs. You can bring your elbows to the floor, prop up from the outer thighs. Keep looking straight up at the ceiling. Keep breathing. And we're going back to that happy baby pose. Slowly bending the knees. And then let go of the legs. Bring your feet and knees back together in that tuck position. And then letting go of the legs. Feet on the floor, knees are bent towards the ceiling. Arms out wide, palms facing up. As you exhale, slowly tipping your legs to the right, rolling onto your right hip. Maybe you're going to turn to look back at your left hand. You feel like straightening that left leg and reach that left foot, that top leg. Maybe that left leg is parallel with your right arm. Force yourself into a deeper twist. Take deep breaths. With each exhale, a time to relax a little bit more. Have your leg extended. Slowly bend the knee. Bring the feet, knees back together in that tuck position. Pull the belly in. Knees up, head center. And exhale as you go to the other side. Slowly tipping to the left. Maybe you turn to look back at your right hand. Feel like straightening that top leg, that right leg. Once again, deep breaths. You have your top leg extended, bend the knee, bringing your feet, knees back to that tuck position. Pull the belly in, protecting your low back as you bring your knees up, head center. I'm going to flip again on my mat, so we're going to slowly extend the legs all the way out. Moving into a full body stretch. Reach your fingers and toes in opposite direction. Spread the fingers wide, point your toes. Deep breath in, create some space between the rib cage and the hips. Maybe shift them a little bit, back and forth. On the exhale, relax your arms, relax your legs. Bringing your hands down by your sides, palms facing up. Setting up for your Shavasana. Shavasana, let your feet flop out to the side. Maybe tuck your shoulder blades under you a little bit. Palms facing up as if to receive. Close your eyes. Go back to that shallow breathing. Your subtle breath. When those thoughts maybe enter your mind, acknowledge them and just let them pass. Ready, rolling on to either side. And gently pushing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Taking a moment for yourself. Some time to gather your thoughts. set your intention for the rest of the day. Maybe choosing to just be a little kinder, a little softer, a little gentler. Maybe having a little more patience for yourself and for others. Bring your hands to your heart center. You can join in Om with me if you'd like. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope you have a lovely day.